Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are finally going to be doing my June monthly closeout. So if you guys are new in this video, we count my sinking funds, update my coin challenge, as well as switch out bills in my sinking funds. So I'm super excited for this. The way we get started all the time is going through and finding the envelopes that are going to be deposited regardless, because these envelopes are where I get my money to go ahead and switch out bills for all the other ones. So to begin, we are going to start with my bill binder because I have my larger sinking funds in here, as well as some bills like rent that always get deposited. So speaking of rent, that is the first one we are going to grab money from. So in rent, we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, and then 55. So we have $255. Rent is the only one where I deposit 100% of the amount, regardless what it, I don't know how to English. Regardless of what the amount is in rent, I deposit it, and I say that because let's say like emergency fund had $255, I would leave a $55 and only take the $200. But here is some money already that we have to go ahead and switch out bills. The screen is going to get a little bit tight over here towards the top because we are going to have a ton of different bills, considering how these videos normally go. So that is all for bills. And then I know that emergency fund, actually I don't know if it has hit 100 in the envelope. Let's just count it real quick. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, yeah, so the next one to get deposited is going to be emergency fund. So in here we have 300 in the bank. So let's find emergency on here because we're going to have to write the amount. 300, 350, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's $400. 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. So emergency has $425, which I'm going to write on this one because this is where we'll have all our totals that we're going to add up. But in terms of deposit, emergency fund is only going to have $100 deposited, which should be this amount right here. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I deposit in increments of 100 only because it is a lot easier in terms of adding the amount to whatever's in the envelope. Like this says 300. If it said like 317, that makes it harder to add to this amount than if it was just like an even 400. So this amount we will consolidate in a little bit. We'll come back to it. So the next one is going to be taxes, because for sure this is where I always get the majority of my money for these videos. So let's go ahead and count this. So we currently have $1,500 in the bank for taxes. So that's $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $18, $20, $40, $60, $80, $20, $40, $60, $80, $90, $95, $19. So let's put that there. So far we have $1,900. I'm going to write this down before I forget. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $1,905, which means all of this $400 is going to be getting deposited, and then the $5 will just stay in the taxes envelope. And again, we will consolidate that when we come back around to it. So let's go ahead and add this money to the stack up here. This is like absolutely insane. Taxes is for like Etsy and YouTube income because it is not already taxed before hitting my account. So that is why I saved for it. So I'm going to go ahead and set my deposit slip over to the side. So we have 400, 500, 755. That is going to be deposited into my account, and that should be how much we have here. So we are going to start with this binder, and now we just go in order with counting as well as switching out. So we are going to start with house savings, which I got this envelope from PIXIELACKSPLANNING. I'm absolutely in love with it. But we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So $16 into house savings. So we can grab a 5. So let's go ahead and do that. And this one is all done. So after house savings, we have emergency, which should have 25 in here because we did take out the 100. So 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to keep a $5 bill, and then we're going to go ahead and grab a 20 super quick. So let's put this all back. So $25 going back into emergency fund. So after emergency fund, we have savings. I don't expect this one to be very big. So savings has $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, and $19. So given that it has 19, we can't switch anything out. So we're going to go ahead and just put that back in the envelope. Then next we have student loans. So I actually don't know where this one's at. We have $10, $15, and $16. Same with this one. It cannot be consolidated any further. So we're just going to stuff that back. Taxes. Taxes does need a $5 bill. So we're just going to double check that's what it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yes, I was correct. Let's go ahead and put a $5 bill in here. So this is my first sinking fund binder. If you guys are new here, this adventures pattern is new to my shop, which is now open. I never actually announced it, but it is open. So adventures, we're going to go ahead and count what we have in here. So we have 10, 20, 25, and 30. So let's go ahead and grab a $20 bill for this. So that's $30 into adventures, which is amazing because I haven't had this envelope for pretty long. So that makes me happy to hear. But after adventures, we next have Amanda. So let's see what is in here. We have $6 in Amanda, which I do plan to combine this and clothing for the month of July. You'll actually see that in my first July cash stuffing. Several envelopes are actually going to be gone. So next is going to be Black Friday. Let's go ahead and count this one. So we have 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to count that again. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $76 into Black Friday. So I'm just going to put all this down, and then I'll go ahead and just re-grab whatever I put down. So 50, 70, 75, and then 76. So that was very satisfying. There was a ton of 5s in there. So next is going to be business. Business is used solely for Etsy. So in here we have 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $25 into business. So let's put all of this back and just grab a 20. Okay, so 25 going back into this envelope. So next after business, we have car maintenance. I have no idea where this one's at. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 45. So let's grab 2 20s. Oh, these are all 10s. Okay, so 1 and then 2. So $25 going back into car maintenance. Oh, sorry, 45. After car maintenance, we next have Christmas. So let's go ahead and see where Christmas is. This one is over $100, but I don't deposit it only because I'm not someone to kind of make purchases or I'm not someone to go out and make a whole trip at once. So because of that, I'd rather have cash and spend here and there than worry about having it all in my account and making sure I keep track of where it all is. So Christmas has 100, 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $308. I'm going to double check actually because that kind of sounds off, but I always say that and then it's always correct. Yeah, 308, so that's correct. So we're going to go ahead and switch all this out because there's a lot that needs to be done here. For example, this needs to get a $100 bill. So we're going to just put all this back and grab one. Okay, so there is $300 and then this should be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna pick up a 5. Okay, so $308 going back into Christmas. After Christmas, we next have clothing. So clothing has 10, 11, 12, and $13, which means it cannot be switched out, which is fine, that's okay. So there's $13 in there. Then we have Disney. Let's actually see where this one is because I've been stuffing it recently. We have 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, and 48. So $48 into Disney. So let's go ahead and grab a 20 super quick. And this one is all done. After Disney, we have entertainment. This might be one that I scrap. I still don't even know yet. It's just, it never gets any attention. But there is $2 in entertainment. So let's go ahead and restuff that. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to my next binder. So next we have my last sinking fund binder. Unfortunately, we are out of 20s. So let's hope that we can get that pretty soon. So we are going to be starting with health and toiletries. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we're going to go ahead and put 5 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's $8 into health and toiletries, which this one might also go and become a part of the home envelope now that we're already moved in and have like the majority of the furniture that we need. So next is going to be holidays and birthdays. Let's see what this one has. We have 5, 6, and 7. So $7 into holidays and birthdays. So after holidays and birthdays, we next have home, which is actually completely empty, so there's nothing but this gift card left. So $0 into home. Then next we have Jordan. So let's see what he has. He has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then 41. Okay, so I know Kira's envelope has 20s in it that can be switched out. So I'm gonna put Jordan's back super quick, and then we're gonna figure out Kira's first, and we'll go back to his. So Kira has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down super quick. So she has 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, and 72. So $72 into Kira's envelope, which actually she's going to be getting the 20 that I just took out. So, okay, $72 into Kira. What I'm actually going to go ahead and do then is switch Jordan's out for some 10s, and then if I get an extra 20 later on, I'll just come back to it. So let's go ahead and grab 2 10s, which I know may be a little bit unsatisfying, but the only reason I can't go further is because I don't have any more 20s. I've gotten questions before about that, but again, since I don't go to the bank to pull out the exact amount of cash that I need, this can sometimes happen. So next is going to be pet needs. This has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and $19. So yet another one that we cannot switch out. So after pet needs, we do have planner. So let's see where this one is. Planner has 5, 10, 15, and 16. So $16. We're going to go ahead and grab a $10 bill and restuff this. Okay, so after pet needs, or sorry, planner, we next have school. So this one may not need to be switched out because I haven't actually done anything with it in quite a while. But we have 50, 60, and then 65. So $65 into school. I probably will stuff this closer to August. We'll see, because I think the only thing I'm going to need is really like the parking permit besides books and stuff. So travel has strictly $300 in the bank because again we have already done some spending. Then next we have Wanda. So let's see where she's at in her envelope. Wanda has 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to keep that $5 bill, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. We're going to have to grab a 10 because again we are out of 20s, which this will all be fixed whenever we do July. So that just makes July more fun. So there is $25 into Wanda's envelope. After Wanda, we have Wanda's toys. So I don't know where this one is. It's usually pretty low. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then $6. So $6 into Wanda's toys. So after that, we next have YouTube. So let's count this one. We have 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, we are going to have to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 10. Oh, well, in this case, that's what we needed. So $35 into YouTube. So our most recent totals for those two things are $445, for the 1K savings, and then the 52 box has $34. Okay, so now that we have all of these numbers written down, what we have next to do is add absolutely everything up. So I always ask that you guys do this with me because I typically tend to mess up. So if you guys are willing, please go ahead and do that. If not, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and speed through me adding all of this up, and I will see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so I just went through, added everything up, and I got a total of $4,007. So if I did add everything correct, then compared to last month, which I'm trying to pull up my spread over here on the side. Last month we ended May with $39.47, and June we ended with $4,007, which in reality it's only a small difference, but that goes to show that either I spent nothing or I did a lot of spending but was able to replenish a lot of the money. So we are going to write our $4,007 total in the front of my spread right here. I made all these stickers myself and I'm like absolutely obsessed. So sinking funds, we are going to write the grand total of $4,007. So now we are on to the coin challenge, which is super exciting. So this is also another sped up part because it always takes forever. So this is my coin jar. I got it from Walmart. It's definitely the exact same one that the planning dancer has. I got it because she got it, so definitely all creds to her. So last month we ended with $72.95, and I have been collecting all of my June change. So we are going to go ahead and speed through this and add it all in the jar, and then we will have our updated total to write in the blank right here for June. Okay, so now that I just finished adding all of the coins in, we did end with a total of $83.70, which is absolutely insane. I still don't ever understand how it can add up this much, because if you look at the jar, like it's actually like not even that full. Like it's halfway full and we're already at $83.70. So if you guys are curious, last month in May we ended with $72.95, and now in June we ended with $83.70. That's a lot of money. That's like more than $10 and change. So yeah. Anyway, that is actually all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to give it a big ol' thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. Sorry it was so long and that my finger is now like dirty from the coins. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.